Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of cookie crazy kids in love that love watching the Clone Wars.
We're Team Ahsoka.
We are Team Ahsoka, so we need to get this traitor and lock him up and beat him up.
Ventress. I want to send Ventress after him.
Yep, exactly. So this is season 5, episode 20, The Wrong Jedi. On trial for murder, Ahsoka is expelled from the Jedi Order.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, now I get why in the future she's not
A
in
Jedi.
the Jedi.
Yeah.
Because even if they want her back after that, I'd have a hard time after so many people didn't believe in me to go back to it.
To trust it, yeah.
Dang. Well, it's going to be super happy fun times.
Yeah, on that note, if you want all of our Clone Wars reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you, as well as a link to our Patreon. You can get early ad-free access. Never give up hope, no matter how dark things seem.
Good advice. Sometimes tough to do, but very good advice.
The Senate requests that Ahsoka Tano be indicted for acts of treason against the Republic.
A fair trial, in accordance with Jedi tradition.
The Senate believes that an internal Jedi trial would seem biased. The Senate asks that the Council expel Ahsoka Tano from the Jedi Order military tribunal, where she will receive more impartial judgment.
Oh,
the
sure.
hell she will?
The Council will act as they deem necessary.
Damn right.
We need to stand together with Ahsoka.
There you go.
She was found in possession of nano-droid explosives. This alone is enough to convict her.
If the Council does as you suggest, it could be seen as an act of opposition to the Senate. I'm afraid we have little choice.
No.
You always have a choice.
To the Chamber of Judgment, summon Skywalker and his Padawan.
Come on, Yoda. I forgot how much Tarkin had a disdain for the Force, but they showed it so well in that, because that comes up with Vader in the originals.
You're not helping.
I'm sorry, Snips. I just don't know what to do.
It's okay.
How plead you?
Not guilty, Master. The values of the Jedi are sacred to me.
There is evidence to the contrary.
Can you explain your association with her?
We had a mutual understanding. I was set up and deceived, as you are being deceived now.
Who is deceiving us? Ventress, you, or someone else?
Someone else.
My senses clouded.
Clouded by the dark side. These things are Padawan.
No.
But not just surrounding you. Surrounding many things in these times.
There you go, Yoda.
This meeting is just a formality.
Anakin.
He's not wrong.
It is the Council's opinion that Padawan Ahsoka Tano has committed sedition against the Republic. She will be expelled from the Jedi Order.
Oof.
You shall forfeit all rank and privileges within the Grand Army of the Republic. You will be turned over to the Republic courts to await your trial. Henceforth, you are barred from the Jedi Order.
Padme has agreed to represent you before the Senate.
Nice.
I am almost certain that the person behind this is Ventress.
No.
Didn't any of the clones see anything?
No. None of the clones reported seeing Ventress at the scene. I thought you said Ventress left before you went into the warehouse.
But then she attacked me when I got inside.
I have to find Ventress and get to the bottom of this.
Yep. There's nothing more he can do right now.
I thought I was part of that order. Everyone except Anakin has abandoned me. I'm not holding out much.
Obi-Wan didn't abandon you.
She doesn't know who voted which way.
Yeah, I know. And the way Yoda said it made me feel like he didn't vote to expel her either.
That was the impression I had too.
But like Mace did, the one Wiener guy did. The guy that like at the end told her that she was expelled.
I feel like they had the majority by like one person.
I know you're behind all of this.
Prove it.
Notice she doesn't have her lightsaber.
Exactly. He will once he bests her.
Come on, Anakin, wake up.
Anakin,
Tell me what happened.
cast your anger aside for a second.
Rat was on the run. I thought she might bring a large bounty. I was going to catch her pet and turn her over to the authorities.
What stopped you?
At first, I admit, I was just interested in the money. Fallen Padawan and I had a lot in common.
Compare yourself to Ahsoka.
It's true!
Anakin, listen.
Yep.
My master abandoned me. That's exactly what you did to her.
Yep. Jedi Order abandoned him.
Precious Jedi Order.
But he never gets to the fact that she didn't have her lightsabers?
I think the conversation continued. Don't worry.
You have been charged with sedition against the Jedi Order and the Republic itself.
I shall prove that you were the mastermind behind the attack on the Jedi Temple. When you are found guilty, I ask the court that the full extent of the law be brought down upon you. Penalty of death.
After I left the warehouse, I was walking away, and I thought she came up behind me to talk more. Someone came out of nowhere and hit me from behind. It had to be another Jedi. Whoever you're looking for has my lightsabers. That's how you'll know you found...
You were right.
Well, this leads me to a dead end. You're the only one Ahsoka had talked to.
Nope.
That's not true. Your Padawan contacted the temple. She spoke to someone named Barriss. It was this Barriss that told us to go there.
If you're lying, you're dead.
Such promises.
Can't believe how much I like her now.
I know.
Before she could reveal the Jedi's name, Letta Termond was strangled to death by way of the Force. Why would Ahsoka kill Letta with a method that would so obviously tie the murder to her? Members of the court, you are prosecuting the wrong Jedi.
If she is innocent, then why was she seen conspiring with known separatist terrorist Asajj Ventress?
Ventress set me up. My master will prove that. He's trying to find the real murderer.
Then maybe he should be looking at you.
Oh, I want to slap him.
So much.
Barriss, I need to talk to you. I was told that you spoke with Ahsoka before she was arrested. I just need to know what you told her.
I thought I had a clue for her, but I really couldn't tell her anything. Who told you I spoke to her?
Ventress.
Isn't she the one Ahsoka says is really behind all this?
Ventress thinks someone else is involved.
And you believe her? Who else could it be?
Actually, I do.
I think both Ahsoka and Ventress are telling the truth. But one way to find out.
Yep.
Those belong to Ventress.
Good job, Anakin. You'll kick her ass.
I think they suit me.
See, I knew she was attracted to him.
Yep.
I'm sure many of you look at this former Jedi. Surely she cannot be this murderer or saboteur that they speak of.
Because she's not.
Is this yet another separatist scheme?
Yes, it is. But not by Ahsoka.
Ahsoka trusted you and you betrayed her.
Trust is overrated. Jedi Council believes in is violence.
Whoa. I will say, I'm rather impressed with her fighting skills.
Yeah, I know. To best Ahsoka and now take on Anakin?
Cease hostility!
She need to take her alive.
Ooh, ow. Now everyone's seen her.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Anakin, you gotta protect the kids. They're witnesses now.
Oh, and those guards. Yep.
Do it, Anakin. Just not that. Don't go that hard.
Ooh! Oh!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yep.
The members of the court have reached a decision.
No, 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 no.
I'm not gonna execute her like right then and there. I don't think.
No, but they're gonna. I'm afraid they're gonna say guilty.
Well, they are.
Ahsoka Tano by an overwhelming count of...
Chancellor, I am here with evidence and a confession from the person responsible for all of the crimes Ahsoka has been accused of. Barriss Offee, member of the Jedi Order.
Barriss? Is that true?
Tell them
Her trust
the
completely
truth.
shattered in the Jedi Order and her friends.
I did it because I have come to realize that the Jedi are the ones responsible for this war. That we are the ones that should be put on trial. All of us! This republic is failing! It's only a matter of time.
Ugh. So righteous.
Yeah, but she's not wrong. I mean, she's not completely right, but she's not completely wrong. Republic does fail. Yeah. I don't know how you come back from that.
I am so sorry.
You have our most humble apologies, little Ahsoka. The Council was wrong to accuse you.
This was actually your great trial. Understand that the Force works in mysterious ways. And because of this trial,
she's not Padawan anymore.
A greater Jedi than you would have otherwise.
Back into the Order. You may come.
They're asking you back, Ahsoka. I'm asking you back.
I'm not gonna go.
No.
I'm sorry, Master. But I'm not coming back.
You guys don't stand by your own.
Yeah. So easily gave up on her. Except for Anakin.
Yeah, Yoda, you made a mistake. You don't make those that often.
Ahsoka, wait!
No. Perfect music.
Ahsoka, I need to talk to you!
Good shot, too.
Why are you doing this?
The Council didn't trust me.
What about me? I believed in you. I stood by you.
I know you believe in me, Anakin, and I'm grateful for that. But this isn't about you.
The Jedi Order is your life. You can't just throw it away like this.
But I have to sort this out on my own.
Her
Without the
mistake to make.
Council and without you.
I understand wanting to walk away from the Order.
I know.
By the way, Ventress helped you, so maybe return her lightsaber. Suggestion.
Notice how they didn't do the
Yeah.
They kept a serious tone throughout it.
Yeah.
Great ending.
Yeah.
Just such an impactful scene there at the end. From like Ahsoka reaching out her hand and having that conflict within her about whether or not to take it or not, and then closing Anakin's hand, and then, you know, their speech there when Ahsoka has known that Anakin has felt out of place in the Jedi Order and, you know, has struggled with their rules and has just struggled with being a Jedi and like having to close off his feelings. Like, it was just such a well done scene.
And it really makes you think, what would have happened if Ahsoka had stayed?
Yeah.
Like, on the one hand, I'm like, God, you know, her faith, her adoration, her love for Anakin, would she have been pulled into the dark side? Would she have strayed that way because of his overwhelming influence? Or would she have seen what was going on with him and put a stop to it before it got so bad and maybe like been the person who could have saved him from himself? It's such an incredibly strong and momentous fork in the road for, I think, the Star Wars universe, this decision that causes them to lose Ahsoka, that it makes you wonder what if in that way. And I think they did a really good job with this, because we do, you know, when you watch Star Wars, you of course hold up the Jedi on a pedestal. They are these amazing peacekeepers. They're wonderful. They're badasses, but they always make the right call. And it's helpful to be reminded that as great as they are still people. They will have clouded judgment. I mean, as Yoda said, like, clouded by the dark side, and it's not just you, Ahsoka. Like, there are things happening right now. I mean, Yoda didn't like what was going on, and people screw up. And I think they were about to return an overwhelmingly guilty verdict. And
oh yeah, for sure.
You know, the law is incredibly important. The institution of the courts is incredibly important, but that doesn't mean they get it right all the time, because they definitely don't.
Yeah, and Palpatine still gets his wish because, like, I mean, that speech that she gave on the Jedi floor, talking about how, you know, the Jedi are the real, like, you know, war criminals, and we should all be on trial.
Ugh.
Yeah. And how they strayed to the dark side. It was just, I mean, it was, I mean, he couldn't have asked for anything better. Like, Ahsoka's now out of the Jedi Order, and the Jedi Order is, like, you know, there's mistrust within it, and it's more broken now, and there's mistrust within the public, and now there's, you know, a Jedi within that came out against the Jedi for reasons that wasn't like, you know, I was turned by the dark side. It was that, like, I feel like the Jedi have been turned by the dark side, and the Jedi have, like, what I signed up for and what I believed in is not what this Jedi Order has become, and it's not what they are. It's not what their actions are doing right now. So, yeah, it worked out beautifully for him.
Yeah, evil forces seek to divide us. Positive forces, good forces seek to unite us and bring us all together. And you really see how the evil forces in this are working just so beautifully at chipping away piece by piece, very strategically, to get us to this moment of, like, a really big crack in the faith of all of this world and the good that's been built by the Senate, by the Jedi. And I also have to speak to the fact that anyone who is without any doubt scares the hell out of me. Like, Varys was so righteous in her speech, so 100% certain that she knew the way of the world, and it was this way, and it was unshakable, and to the point that she's willing to frame a friend and murder clones and all these. I mean, she's all anti-violence, yet she murdered clones. I mean, so someone like that, who is both a hypocrite to the beliefs they're professing so righteously, while also being so unshakably certain, scares the heck out of me. That's not normal. Like, normal is having doubts. Normal is seeing multiple sides to a situation and then picking the one that fits for you, or picking the one that fits the truth, or, you know, and moving forward. But she was just so, I don't know. I don't like being that certain. And
to your point before, when we were talking about, you know, the Jedi are making mistakes, and, like, we think the Jedi just, like, you know, as the Jedi instead of being, like, you know, humans. I know they're not all human beings, you know, but being fallible. That's the same thing that Varys was thinking. It's like Ahsoka. She didn't look at Ahsoka as her friend. She looked at Ahsoka as a Jedi with that label, and that trumped being her friend. And, like, you know, we do it a lot, like, even in, you know, modern society, like, you know, especially, like, with, like, political affiliations and stuff. Like,
religious affiliations.
Yeah, religious affiliations, you know. It's just, like, stop seeing that person as a human being and just, like, associate, okay, because you have this label, we put labels on them, and we think because they have that label, then they are, you know, and I don't like that label, then now you are the enemy because you have that label. And, like, now I assume everything that I assume with that label, now you are exactly that. And, you know, that's just not true. That's just not the way it works.
People are incredibly complex, for better and for worse. But nobody is really ever so easily defined by any single label that we put into society. I also have to shout out the infuriating condescension that was Tarkin to Padme. I mean, that clap that he...
The slow clap.
Who has not met someone like that? Especially a man to a woman, and you just wanna, you're like, oh, because there is something about that level of condescension that often pairs with misogyny that's so infuriating.
Yeah, he's a good character to hate.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so it was nice getting a little bit more of him in these couple episodes. Just a little A little bit sprinkled in there. You don't want too much because you don't want to be infuriated for the entire episode, but just a little bit to, get your blood boiling.
Yeah, he's very successful at that.
And so I guess that was the finale for season 5, and that was just a great finale. Season 5, man, it really ended with like the last several episodes, like from Palpatine on, like from the Mandalore thing on.
Yeah.
The last 6 or 7 episodes of that were just so solid. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Looking forward to season 6. Okay, so it looks like season 6 is 13 episodes and season 7 is 12 episodes. So wow, it's just, we're so used to the 22 episode seasons now that it's basically just one more season for us. But really looking forward to it. The fact that they've condensed it, it feels like every episode from now on is just going to be chock full of greatness.
We're getting into the thick of it now.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. You'll let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our Clone Wars reactions or full watch-along reactions, check out the description of this video for a link to our Patreon. We also have a link to a playlist for all of our YouTube reactions you can check out for Clone Wars. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 20, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.